Oh my God! Oh! Oh! It's getting moving! Oh my God! Look at that! Oh my God! Look at this run! Oh!
The Columbia Glacier ice cam and released a rare 200-foot tall ice shooter.
Holy!
It was just a regular rainy day at Mount Dora Canal when Mother Nature decided to say hello. A very strong lightning strike struck nearby, thankfully without any damage.
Storm Bella washed the village without any detergent. This was because the white foam created by various tiny plant debris and waste was formed.
This must be the most impressive Burning Man festival yet, as a sudden wind turned the flames into a fire tornado. If you ever attend similar outdoor events, always stay alert. After the heavy rainfall, Pakistan faced a large-scale snow avalanche, disrupting traffic on nearby roads for about a week. This is surreal footage of the Ruang volcano erupting vigorously in Indonesia, with multiple lightning bolts and ash clouds reaching up to 19,000 meters high. The locals would have to evacuate in place as the risk from tsunamis became very high.
What the hell? I don't want to get too close.
While kayaking, a famous TikToker spotted the tail of a humpback whale standing upright on the ocean's surface. When they lowered the camera underwater, you could hear their sounds communicating. There have been plenty of theories, but nobody really knows why they do that. You're witnessing a hot mud eruption at the Indonesian border. The height of the mud flow was estimated to be about 1.5 meters. This unique and mysterious phenomenon still lacks an exact explanation. February 15th, 2013 could be considered a dark day, when a heavy 11-ton meteor about 17 meters in diameter streaked across the sky of Russia and exploded. Some fragments of the meteor fell to the ground, but it was assessed to hold little scientific value. This beautiful river was facing a crisis due to the invasion of toxic algae. It was so dense that it resembled a syrup clinging to the oars. What you're witnessing was called the Finger of Death, appearing in the Antarctic in 2011. Anything it touched instantly froze. The affected area could be up to a square kilometer. The explanation behind this involved a chemical reaction between salt and ice.
A driver captured a fierce dust devil making its way towards the residential area. This is the only chance for you to observe it at such a close distance.
Let's all sit back and enjoy the wonderful melody of nature together.
Поющие пески Смотрите, не вибрирует по центру.
In China, sandstorms are not uncommon, but this sandstorm was definitely the worst one.
It's been building this pimple underwater, this ginormous volcano pimple, and it freaking looks like, I don't, like an animated GIF. It's mesmerizing.
The explanation for this phenomenon is that the desert has been electrified due to an accumulation of clouds. The dry weather made the flow of rivers look like a giant tree. It wasn't an exaggeration to compare it to a painting by a famous artist. Many lightning strikes hit the summit of Volcán de Agua, a volcano that has been inactive for about 10,000 years. A lot of netizens consider this a magnificent event bestowed by nature.
A black object floating in the sky over Australia. Could this be a greeting from an alien? While gravity affects everything on Earth, this waterfall defies the norm by flowing upward. The secret lies in the wind force, so strong from below that it disrupts the water's usual flow.
अपने आप ही जमीन उठन रही पता नहीं भोलेनाथ ने क्या कर दिया जमीन जो तो भोले को जान दे तो नहीं उठावेगा ओए आग लग देगा आग लग विक्की.
Have you ever heard of a reindeer cyclone? Not entirely new, but their synchronized movement is always very impressive. What are the signs of a volcanic eruption? Smog? Mud? Don't forget those cracks. They're the clearest warning signs of Mother Nature's power.
Now, fears continue to mount of a possible volcanic eruption in Iceland.
At first glance, it might seem like motorboats are flying over the sea off the coast of Kent, England. But could that really be? Certainly not. It was just an optical illusion fooling us. Wow! The floods appeared to be dancing as they came from various directions. These rare cloud formations are known as hole punch clouds and are typically formed by airplanes passing through an altocumulus cloud layer. Recently, many people have captured images of glowing fireballs swiftly flying across the skies of Portugal. There's still no exact information on what it is. Do you have any idea? A massive sand tornado was created by the largest sandstorm in 20 years in China. It was a reminder of the importance of environmental protection and preparing for climate change. We're witnessing a powerful 5.7 magnitude earthquake underwater. For all we say about the internet, it's such a blessing to be able to witness these rare sights.
Despite gravity, this rock still stands firm against the erosive winds. Eye of the Earth could be the door to some other fantasy universe. In contrast to the Eye of the Earth, the Icon Spring looks like the eye of an evil spirit, due to the prolonged precipitation of sulfur and other substances around it.
This natural gas crater is called the Gate of Hell, because it has been burning continuously for over 50 years. It all began when a Soviet drilling rig accidentally punctured a massive underground gas cavern. People thought that the pit would stop burning after a few weeks, but they were all wrong. What caused a pure glacier to bleed? Don't fret, it's just a chemical reaction of iron salts within the ice after being oxidized. A giant sand tornado unexpectedly visited a remote area with incredible power. If you encounter one, don't risk taking a selfie like this guy. The winds at Mount LeConte were so fierce that it seemed they were trying to uproot the trees. These white mushrooms look very normal, but in fact, they can glow in the dark. It's a result of a chemical reaction between the bioluminescent pigment luciferin and the enzyme luciferase. This can also be found in jellyfish, squid, or fireflies. I bet you'll find this phenomenon intriguing. What do you think about a rock that can move? It might sound crazy, but it actually happened in Death Valley.
This is a huge boulder, and if you look at this track, it's moved quite a long way.
Oh, I forgot that scallops can swim too. They're like the butterflies of the ocean. When your hair stands on end, you have a few seconds to run. But that's only true if you're in an open field, while she was near a restaurant affected by static electricity from the air exhausting system. This video has gone viral on social media.
Nothing like this. There's a pond.
The account owner claimed to have stumbled upon it on the street by chance.
There is a rainbow, the moon, and the sunset.
Incredible things are all here. People in California were puzzled by the sight of a glowing jellyfish in the sky. This video is actually the result of SpaceX launching their Falcon 9 rocket into space.
Dude, that's gonna freak out so many people.
Look how bright it is, oh my gosh.
What is that?
To make those snow cake rolls, the following conditions must be met. First, the top layer of snow needs to be wet and thin. Second, the layer underneath must be dry snow or ice. Finally, the wind has to be strong enough to roll the snow. This is your only chance to witness the northern lights in the sky over Iceland. Combined with a fireball. These rocks are far from ordinary if you expose them to UV light. Do you know anything about this marvel? Let us know in the comments.
Ni klara?
People in Hamilton were eagerly anticipating witnessing the total eclipse.
Oh, you take the glasses off!
The methane gas bubbles beneath the icy river not only create magical flames, but also a mesmerizing sight to behold. No one would believe that hailstones the size of golf balls existed until they saw this moment. But there are also moments of gentleness that make humans fall in love.
Dragon-scale clouds might look stunning, but they're also a signal of a big storm coming. In the blink of an eye, a small swimming pool turned into an ocean with roaring waves. All because of an earthquake. A fierce earthquake turned a skyscraper into a giant waterfall. This is the most convincing answer to why Arabia is so wealthy. Oil fields are always full and exist everywhere. I knew it. One day you'll see all those stone rivers just like in the movies. If you've been following our previous videos, you're no stranger to lenticular clouds. But these clouds can be seen at a whole new level. Can you guys tell me if this is a product of Photoshop? I've read an article before about birds nesting on the horns of a wildebeest. Can a tsunami be considered the ultimate force of Mother Nature? The scene from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs came to life. In Iran, a tornado lifted fish out of the water and threw them onto the land, creating a bizarre fish rain. The unusual color change of the Iskatima River serves as a reminder of the current state of pollution. An unidentified object was seen flying out from the meteorite falling to Earth. Could this be how aliens travel? The shapes of clouds are always unique and mesmerizing. What do you see in this cloud? Drop a comment below. Everyone has probably heard of bioluminescence. But when you visit the Biman Shankar Wildlife Sanctuary, you can truly feel the wonder it brings.
Despite warnings from Stormbella for years, humans are still not afraid and continue to harm the environment. The serious consequences was that Hyderabad was struggling with chemical clouds. Wow, it's time for you to hit that like and subscribe button if we have left you in awe.
Heather!
Super acrobatic activity over here on the left side of the boat.
Every year, millions of dolphins migrate in search of new food sources.
On December 7th, thousands of dead fish washed up in northern Japan across more than a kilometer-long beach. After receiving the information, the authorities advised the locals not to consume the fish due to safety concerns about the water.
Yeah, just do it there, mate. Just see how far.
No, Callum!
Have you ever wondered how sperm whales sleep? This seems weird, but there must be a reason for them to sleep like that. Leave a comment if you know why. The flowing lava from the La Palma volcano forced 300 people to evacuate their homes. A stark reminder not to underestimate the fury of Mother Nature. Thanks to its beautiful blue color, Kagami Numa Lake is also known as the Dragon's Eye. The Dragon's Eye is a phenomenon when the ice melts in spring. The best time to see it is around May and June. The ground was really in a trampoline-like state. A special performance the night before American meteorologist Tom Skilling retired, like a farewell to his love for nature. The scene that you thought could only exist in movies was happening. The local authorities mobilized vehicles and aircraft to counter their invasion. A large concrete block on the road suddenly got swallowed up in front of many witnesses. This incident was a strong warning about the unpredictable nature of natural disasters. You'd get goosebumps. It's quite a sight when they're scouting for a new place to settle. Sunlight reflects off ice crystals suspended in the air, giving us the illusion of a gateway to another dimension. Welcome to Mother Shipton's Cave. This place can petrify your items due to the high mineral content in the water here. The volcano looks like an extreme vapor. These volcanic vortex rings are generated by the combination of rapid gas release and the vent shape. The landscape clouds illuminated by the setting sun created an illusion of flames on the peaks. This video will cause nightmares for those who are allergic to pollen. There is so much pollen on the trees that people call it a massive cloud of pollen. Be careful with this enchanting pink pond, as the charming hue may be due to the presence of halobacteria, ancient bacteria often found in high salt areas. This tangled spider silk is the result of a night of relentless web spinning by thousands of spiders. Over in China's autonomous region, a mesmerizing sight unfolded on a river, where the water and ice collaborated to create a unique phenomenon. Experts say that moving water creates a force called rotational shear that breaks the ice pieces and spins it like a record. The rocks in this forest are over 67 meters high. That's why you have to cross a suspension bridge to see the whole forest. The Siwa Oasis in Egypt is known as a place where you can fully relax without knowing how to swim. The high salt concentration in the water here will naturally make you float on the surface. This isn't snow, it's pollution foam. It's really a health concern as it's increasingly appearing in residential areas in India. The Florida sky brought a captivating scene with two contrasting colors appearing simultaneously. People were thrilled to share this on social media. Despite the harsh conditions in the desert, there are still periodic rains. This stimulates the germination of dormant seeds, leading to spectacular blooming scenes. They may seem harmless, but these tumbleweeds are actually the main cause of a lot of trouble for an entire town.
We have confirmed no.
I feel like this is the beginning of the present of demons from hell. This is actually the voyage of Lowa, spending most of their lives drifting on the sea. When their trajectory changes, they wash ashore, creating amazing blue patches on the coastline. The light reflection can be a filter, making waterfalls even more sparkling and surreal.
Do you believe that love between two opposing elements can exist? The eternal flame within this waterfall is clear evidence that love is not bound by any opposition. The White Witch seems to have forgotten to break the curse for this village, but that fierce vitality still survives over time.
The frilly body made the 2-foot-long snake more bizarre and scary. This could be a puff-faced water snake that had moss growing on its body from waiting so long in the swamp to catch its prey in the still, shallow water and rocky crevices. Until now, no one knows why the trees in this forest bend so peculiarly. It could be human-made or the aftermath of a big storm. However, the answer is yet to be discovered. The most severe phenomenon of winter was recorded at the summit of Mount Washington.
Whipping winds, record wind chill, and deadly conditions atop Mount Washington.
After a heavy rain, the trails in the Brazilian ecotourism park were completely submerged. And now it has become a mesmerizing underwater paradise. If you find rocks like these on the beach, don't just pass them by. They could be perfectly preserved scallop fossils dating back around 20 million years. A whirlwind emerged as people were boating on the sea and sunbathing on the beach in Sihanoukville province. The footage shows the tornado extending from dark gray storm clouds down to the sea below. The whirlwind lasted about 3 minutes before slowly dissipating.
There's no more hurricane, it's about to finish.
How would you react if you suddenly saw sand on the ground moving? This phenomenon first appeared in 2016, and to this day, there's still no clear explanation for it. A sea of clouds cascaded down mountains like a waterfall in southern China. Truly a breathtaking view. Surely no one would want to stand under a cedar tree on these summer days. This is when a massive amount of pollen is released, causing distress for those allergic to it. Can anyone hear what this raven is trying to say? The ocean can ignite when a large amount of naturally occurring methane gas is released from the seabed or due to gas leaks.
Looks like a big coffee spout pouring out espresso. I'm not sure if this scene is real or not, but it's truly impressive. This guy discovered quicksand during his travels, and curiosity led him to instant regret.
Saudara, ini hujan di mobil ini doang, ini lihat nih.
Special car wash service exclusively for one lucky car only.
I got it.
See if it's moving that much.
Have you ever wondered how starfish walk on the beach? I think they look like dancers on the sand. Every ice cave in Iceland is unique, as they melt away within a year. So make sure to explore these amazing caves whenever you get a chance. The way sponges pump water makes them look like miniature chimneys beneath the ocean floor.
Oh my gosh, it is a double rainbow. I cannot believe it. It's a freaking double rainbow. Oh my gosh.
Travelers were amused to see the landslide resembling a melting chocolate cake. However, they were unaware that on the other end of the road, cars had to turn around to avoid it.
Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah motor aing. Ya Allah motor. Yun, hanap ko eh.
Who wants a vacation at this pink beach? Tag your loved ones and join them in this paradise.
What is this place?
This is a 1 in a million video, and congratulations, your cuteness caught our attention. After the earthquake in southern China, dozens of fish unexpectedly leaped out of the pond. This event isn't just bizarre, it also shows how earthquakes affect animals' behaviors. A garden planted by shy electric eels. They live hidden under the sand and only emerge to hunt for food. Somewhere in the mysterious ocean, there are still adorable creatures like this. Here's another real-life example of the optical phenomenon created when sunlight passes through water droplets in the air. Dolphins are among the most intelligent and agile animals. Let's admire their special performance between these two Atlantic dolphins. It's called hair ice. The phenomenon usually occurs when the temperature is low and humid, caused by a type of fungus. It's hard to believe that nature can create such delicate and fragile ice filaments. Volcanic eruptions are special events that people can watch live. However, these blue lava flows are the rarest and depend on your luck.
Naughty dodo means, yeah?
The pufferfish spent 24 hours continuously completing his work of art, and the purpose is to attract a mate. The geological formation here is truly unique. Humans suddenly turn into the tinies on a giant flan.
Little liquid earth.
Every year on Australia's Christmas Island, 50 million to 120 million red crabs migrate to the coast to spawn, coloring everything in their path red.
Oh my God!
Something's on fire!
The clear water made the whirlpool look beautiful, but at this size, it was very dangerous.
Kom even deze wel eens doen? Wat een ding.
Humans look very small when standing in front of nature. This giant tornado swept away everything in its path.
little bit faster. Let's get up there.
Imagine you went fishing at Lost Lake yesterday, and today when you returned, the lake had disappeared. It was all because of a bottomless hole sucking all the water into it. Could this be the inspiration for building the sucking holes on the Lady Bower Reservoir?
How's this for a winter phenomenon? Check this out. A natural, perfectly fierce ice ball.
The power of the waterfall and the impact of centrifugal force have created a unique masterpiece. These ice spheres are incredibly sturdy because they are formed in cold water areas like Canada. Deep beneath the ocean floor, many volcanoes are still active. And their activities would lead to the formation of new islands. After the rain, stones sprouted on the road. Do you know where these stones came from? When your hair starts suddenly standing up, it means the risk of a nearby lightning strike is very high. This is a notable sign. Please find a safe place immediately. One fact is that spiderwebs can be much larger than their tiny bodies, even many times larger than we might imagine. This is one of the reasons for the rising sea levels. Mud flows often carry large amounts of water and material from the land into the sea.
Well known as a magnet for tourists, the Waitomo Glowworm Cave has been home to thousands of luminescent creatures for over 120 years. After the rain, a thin layer of still water turned the salt field into a gigantic mirror. It will give you an illusion of the sky being connected to the ground. Next, you'll be amazed by the scenery of the Dallol volcanic crater, found at a depth of 127 meters below sea level.
It's boiling and coming out of every hole. Wow.
The dolphins had a shining moment when they swam through the bioluminescence zone at the beach in California. Just by looking at this waterfall, we can see the marvel of light. The Narcissus snake dens in Canada are billed as the largest gathering of snakes anywhere in the world. Many tourists enjoy visiting to witness thousands of snakes living, but surely it's not for the faint of heart.
Big Sprite, oh my god.
Storm chasers were amazed by the phenomenon of red sprites during a thunderstorm in central Kansas. Scientists call them rare encounters with extraterrestrial beings. The leopard flounder used colors to camouflage itself while waiting for prey to swim by, and sometimes they switched to nearly transparent colors to evade predators. Have you ever observed a volcano erupting up close? It's truly spectacular, isn't it? Mesmerizing ice circles were found spinning on a river in Scotland. The moderate spinning speed left people thrilled with the experience of standing on the rotating ice. A natural boundary created by the Alpstein Mountains divided the area into two contrasting climates. The way to avoid being buried in quicksand is to keep moving and not stop. Sand on the ocean floor will boil when pressure and temperature increase, stimulating sand grains to move. One of the most luxurious cities in the remote Australian grasslands is none other than termite mounds. These natural architectural structures, towering from 8 to 12 meters, showcase the ingenuity of termite architects. They build them that high to catch the wind into their nests.
A dam may not be as gentle as it looks on the surface. Only when the gate opens does it reveal the real power. The Japanese people were quite surprised and did not understand why in just one night there appeared so many new noisy neighbors.
So these are light pillars.
The incredible light pillars look like those on a grand stage.
Years. Actually. So crazy.
To capture the aurora like a DJ playing music in the sky is not an easy thing. If you've had the chance to see the aurora directly, consider yourself very lucky. The massive eruption from Tonga's volcano pushed a record amount of water vapor into the Earth's stratosphere. Such eruptions can lead to extreme weather patterns that humans can't predict in advance. A white halo appeared in the Beijing sky and lasted for about 20 minutes, leaving residents extremely curious. To this day, there's still no answer to this phenomenon.
What just happened? An earthquake?
Those with claustrophobia might not appreciate this, but it really resembles the lost kingdom Aquaman is searching for. One of the reasons why oil prices always rise sharply is due to the challenging terrain for extraction. The border between the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans is like the boundary of two separate worlds. Because of the different compositions of water in these two oceans, they can never merge into one.
The special thing here isn't what caused the trees to catch fire, but rather their fierce vitality.
Check out this bioluminescent algae in the sand.
If you're watching up until now, congratulations! You're one of the few people who can witness the rare event, bioluminescent algae.
So much.
Can you say the state of this sea condition? The footage of alien light spread widely on social media in 2015. Perhaps the answer has been revealed by the Mexico incident recently.
Scientists in Mexico pulling back the curtain on what they believe are aliens.
When I heard about the dry theory of interference waves in physics, I couldn't imagine it would be so beautiful. This is not a filter. Everything you're seeing is smoke from the forest fires in Canada. This scene can be likened to an apocalyptic day. When ants lose their leader, they will keep following one another, moving along until they're exhausted. That's why it's called the death spiral. A snow avalanche, but one which stayed in a confined path, like a river. Surely anyone with trypophobia will not like this place. For those who enjoy mud baths, here's an interesting fact. Mud boils at 80 degrees Celsius. Frazzle ice forms on several Yosemite waterfalls whenever temperatures go below freezing. Have you ever wondered about the fate of a tree after being struck by lightning?
That hit so